Hello and welcome to Gabe's Games. Thank you so much for coming to see me play through some more Marvel Avengers beta today. I'm really enjoying the series, and ever since I discovered Iron Man, I am loving this game so much more. If you'd like to see me continue this and actually play the real game when it comes out, please like and subscribe, that'd be great. I'm having a great time with it, and I cannot wait to show you more of my Iron Man combat and how I play this game and where it goes. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please show that support if you can.
Several SHIELD agents have been waylaid by AIM forces. Commander Hill has asked for the Avengers' help.
Commander Hill. I really like Jarvis in this. I think the Jarvis that they cast, whoever they did as the voice actor for it, is very, very good. And you should buy this game. It gives you huge feelings of nostalgia. I cannot believe how awesome it is. And sure, if you think about it, the actors who are actually in this are not the actors from the films, but Batman games have done it, so why can't this? Oh gee, I'm excited! I can't wait to play more Iron Man for you guys!
I'm attempting to locate the SHIELD agents and will update your HUD shortly. AIM will most certainly try to hamper your progress. Be careful.
That's fine, we've all played video games before. Enemies will always try and hamper our progress. Do we let them? No. We're the Avengers. That was really cool. I feel like there was dialogue that should have been said there.
The elite AIM team is close by and on alert. Updating your HUD.
Oh my goodness, do you know how cool this is to fly through the city as Iron Man? It feels incredible. I'm going to spend hours of actual gameplay time just flying around if I ever get the opportunity to. Not as much maybe if I'm just recording, but if I'm just playing for fun, I'll just fly around everywhere. So currently our Iron Man is level 4 with a power level of 8. Not too sure how the power systems work yet, but I'm really glad that they just give you something you can do to instantly level up. At least for your gear. Superhero landing. I'm really curious, are these actually grabbable? No, I can't grab them. Okay, fair enough. But I wish that I could actually hit and destroy these things in the world. That'd be really, really cool. It reminds me of the helicopters in Prototype 2. They were your worst enemy. Also the helicopters in Prototype were your worst enemy. But whenever you actually encountered them, you could hit them, you could destroy them, and you really enjoyed actually taking them out. I wish you could do the same here. Again, this feels very cool. Reminds me of the moment in the Avengers 1 film, where just everybody starts to attack at the same time, or like when they get in that circle and then Captain America gives them a plan. It's just so cool to see Avengers next to each other. Just gives you such awesome vibes from watching all of the movies. I see you! I'm coming at you! Ah, maybe I'm changing direction. Okay, there you go. Let's just wander around. Ooh! Okay, there's a big fella. We're gonna take that big fella out. Let me get ready to use my Unibeam. I feel like the Unibeam's actually slightly underpowered. Just a little underpowered. Yeah! Man, every time, that's just wicked. So this is my first time actually trying to use Tony Stark's ultimate ability. Iron Man's ultimate ability. I was like, what is it? Because left disable shields, right trigger activates Unibeam, and I was like, oh my god, there's something more powerful than the Unibeam? What is it? And then it made absolutely no sense to me initially. I was like, I don't understand how to use this. When really, it's the Iron Man Hulkbuster. But it just made no sense as to how to actually use it at first. Later, when I actually figure out how to use the Hulkbuster, it feels incredibly cool. I'm not gonna lie, using the Hulkbuster is awesome. Just another reason I feel to play as Iron Man, because there is so much nostalgia in just that as well. And here I actually discover some more of Iron Man's actual attacks, because you have his generic attacks, and then you have his laser and his rockets. And I think I unlocked lasers first. I didn't realize you could do rockets as well. It's really cool to actually figure it out. I feel like if you're being attacked by large numbers of enemies, rockets is your go-to. If you want to deal amounts of damage in high quantities, then you want your lasers. And I must say, fighting with the lasers feels so good! It's incredible! I love how it feels. It feels really, really good to play. Although it takes me a couple of seconds to actually manage to destroy that, and I need to keep on hitting it later so the lasers don't do all of the work. It's straight out of that moment in Iron Man 2 where Tony Stark uses the lasers to actually take out all of the bad guys random. That is so cool. Love the way that Tony just covers distance real quick and hits her. Oh, you can mix up laser combat with your actual melee combat as well? That is so cool! Oh, wicked! You honestly almost forget that time is passing when you play as Iron Man, because every couple of seconds there's something for you to enjoy. You enjoy the next hit, and the next laser attack, and the next cool moment, and then whenever Iron Man actually finishes off anybody with his like really cool finishing moves, it feels great. Theo, work your magic. Clearly Theo is somebody we haven't met yet. I'm interested to meet Theo in the actual game. I've just got to say, I really love the way that Iron Man just flies through the city, and I cannot wait to just spend a whole bunch of time in the world, just flying from building to building. I really hope they have moments like in the original Spider-Man 2 game that came out in the PS2, where you can just do random quests, you know? Save those balloons, and like save the guy who's about to fall off the edge of the building, and like all of those like really cool quests that the original Spider-Man 2 had. If you can do similar kinds of things in this game, where you can just kind of be Iron Man and pause and say hi to people. Although if you were the Hulk and you just paused in the middle of the city and tried to say hi to somebody, I imagine that wouldn't turn out well. You could just walk around as Bruce Banner. That would work fine. And then you could actually make friends that way. That'd be really cool. Man, I'm loving the invisibility feature we just had there. Is that something that Black Widow can transfer over to us? Is that what happened? Very cool. Man, there's a whole bunch of bad guys here. This is actually tricky. And I feel like I'm going to have to really focus to try and defeat all of these guys. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be a challenge. So first, I'm going to take out the laser turrets behind them so that we're not getting shot at by actual, like, enemy fire from those turrets. And then I can just continue to take out everybody else. Man, his shield is really high. That's going to be very difficult to defeat. He's got a lot of health and a very, very large shield. The other thing is that I swear that this guy was actually in Iron Man 2. I swear this particular enemy was an enemy type in Iron Man 2 as a boss fight, and it was very, very cool to take that one out. That superhero landing is just wicked. Oh man, I feel like if I go for melee combat, it might be my undoing, because I know that Iron Man's going to die really easily, so I've got to keep my distance and keep on attacking him. I just hope that none of my teammates actually die. That being said, I do quite like the feeling of it, so I'll get a little bit in, and then probably just back off and make sure that I keep firing at him. The lasers are the coolest! And I would continuously spam the lasers, except that you actually need to recharge, so that you can actually keep on using the lasers. Man, that Unibeam is awesome! Damn! Just wicked. So, so cool. And I love the fact that you really can't get hit too much while using the Unibeam. It does feel like, as Iron Man's almost most powerful attack, it's not as powerful as you'd expect. Maybe I just need to level up my Iron Man more until I can actually be super powerful. Man, I can't hit that. That's unfair. I feel like I should be able to destroy that. I'm Iron Man. That should work, I think. Anyway. In a weird way, I'm getting strong, infamous Second Son, and just in general, infamous vibes from the way that Iron Man fires. Obviously, they're not directly related, but the fact that you aim and shoot in, you know, a similar sort of way to the way that Cole McGrath fights actually reminds me of that very, very much. Okay, cool, we're in the elevator. Let's get down to the next part. I actually really like seeing all the Avengers just cluttered together in that space. It's very, very cool. I can't wait to get in and take out the enemies. This is going to be dope. So friendly fire is not a feature which is enabled in this game, and that is completely fair. I'm also just figuring out how to actually change from my lasers to my ordinary, like, blasters in this.
If you can gain control of AIM's network temporarily, I can infiltrate their security system.
Sweet! I waste no time getting straight into this guy. I feel like the lasers are actually such a good weapon against guys with lots of health. Takes out a lot of it straight away. Oh man, I will use the lasers a lot. They're even better for me in terms of combat than the ordinary pulses. Sometimes. They do more damage anyway. Still, such a huge nostalgia factor for me with his ordinary pulses. Again, that reminds me of Infamous. 2, where you could change up rapid fire for ordinary fire with the way that Cormograth sort of fired his lightning attacks. Okay, I'm going to take the guys upstairs out and then I can continue downstairs. I feel like Iron Man is not really the kind of guy you want in the middle of the fight. He wants to be on the outside, taking around all the extras, and then firing rockets down in the middle to take out everybody who's down there. I wonder what it would be like to play as the enemy. Just to check out playing as one of the enemy robots versus the Avengers. That would be really interesting. If they ever have a mode where you can play as the enemy attacking the Avengers, that would be interesting. Or even playing as Thanos! Give me Thanos in this game, please. I really, really hope Thanos is in this. If Thanos is in this game, that would make it so much better. And the Infinity Stones. Please let us use the Infinity Stones. That would be so cool. Ah, damn. These shield guys are always a little bit hard. I've just got to go over him, or I can use my abilities. Either or. I figured out that the lasers are actually not too bad at taking out shields, which is handy for me. That's because we do alright. Okay, next. Hack the server. Except we just got group ambushed by all of these bad guys at once. We gotta take them all out. Oh, Jesus. Charging off an attack like this actually feels really good. It's a fantastic tool for you to use to actually hit your enemies. Does a lot of damage. Oh, did I just slide and then shoot him with like a uni-beam attack from my chest or my arms? That is wicked! That's so cool! Just slide and attack them! That was a good hit. Oh my goodness, they pretty much killed them all. I clearly think I can get through this door without stopping to do that thing to my left and press square.
AIM's network is equipped with a multi-point authentication system. I need access to multiple terminals. The more the better. AIM will attempt to initiate a shutdown protocol if they gain access to the terminals. You cannot let them.
Yes, sir. Okay. So we're engaging in Horde mode, but it's Horde mode on a couple of different actual axes. So that's kind of more interesting because I get to travel around a little bit and make sure I do that. And again, the combat feels engaging enough that it's not a bad thing to just be attacked by waves of enemies as long as you feel like it's fresh. And this feels fresh. Horde mode can be done alright. This is Horde mode, but it is not terribly done. And in fact, I loved every single minute of it, and I could never think of anything but, gee, I am really enjoying this as I'm playing it. So it's fantastic like that. I also feel like we're being attacked by human enemies. That's really interesting. Humans don't stand a chance against the Avengers, man. We're gonna wreck them. Robots, maybe. Just checking to see if I can actually finish this mission by just hitting something and blowing it up. Typical Avengers style. No, I just gotta stand on it. Okay. But what I hadn't realized up until this point was that the enemy was actually winning because there's several points that I actually need to access. And I've only accessed one of them, so you need to make sure that you've accessed 3, and then you keep on circling back and forth to actually make sure that you can take out everybody on them. Iron Man's fantastic for this kind of mission. So then you just stand on this and wait. Wait for the enemy to catch up. Oh man, that is so cool. Holding an attack like that with his hands is just so cool. Oh, I can't wait to use it. Yes! I feel like I just unleashed the wrath of like a mini sun on somebody. That's really wicked. Dragon Ball. Oh, it seems like 2 can play at the game. Ouch! When they hit you with that free stuff, it's not good. The freeze actually does a lot of damage, and I really don't like it when it sticks you. And also, it makes all the awesome graphics in this game look bad because you can't see it properly, so... I finally figure out how to use the Hulkbuster here. I was like, what is my ultimate attack? I've got to stay here and I've got to make sure that I'm actually winning this and then it clicks. And I went, ooh, that looks suspiciously like the Hulkbuster. Wait, that's the Hulkbuster, isn't it? And I was like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to play with the Hulkbuster. Ah, damn, they got me stuck. Oh, I hate it when they get you stuck like that. That is honestly a really good way to take out the Avengers as well. The moment you get stuck, you just ruin. I gotta figure out how to open the Hulkbuster. Feel like I go over there and then, yep. Oh, yeah. I'm in the Hulkbuster, baby. You guys are going down. Oh man, so this is my first time actually using the Hulkbuster armor ever, and so I've got to say, it feels pretty cool. More than that, it's just really nostalgic. You feel great, although I still got to figure out how his attacks move here, and basically, triangle is his best one, square is not too bad, but other than that, he just works like an ordinary Iron Man, except he doesn't really change up his attacks too much. But boy, does he look cool. Time to move on to the next part. Okay, awesome. Our Iron Man Hulkbuster is actually timed, so we're about to use all of the time up, and not against any enemies even.
Anyone else?
Just love playing around in the elevator. Okay, cool. Next part. Any enemies? Take me on. I got you. You going down. Turrets destroyed. That's not too hard. There you go. So now we're going to move on to ordinary bad guys. Except I just encountered a couple more. Gotta take these out too. Oh, okay. This feels like the main event. This is where I have to basically take out all of the bad guys and make sure that we win this fight. Okay, this is the last actual section of this mission. Watch me take out some bad guys as Iron Man.
Are safe. Sending them pickup coordinates so they may evacuate.
Cool, mission complete. Alright. Now I'm excited to do the next part. This is going to be really, really cool. Let's get this ball rolling.
I've sent Commander Hill a rendezvous location to extract the SHIELD agents. Well done.
Excellent. So our Iron Man right now is level 6 with a power level of 8. So still just figuring out how to play him. Not that powerful yet, but we're going to level him up more and more. And I've got to admit, playing as Iron Man is just incredible. But for me, when I figured out that I could actually use his laser attacks from Iron Man 2, I was in awe. The fact that they included that immediately made me rate this game higher. So that was a 5 out of 5 experience for me because it was a perfect translation of playing as Iron Man, and I could not ask much more than that. Also, this is now a different clip, and I'm going to show you guys what it was like for me playing as Iron Man on Brutal difficulty. This is going to be some really cool combat, and I hope you enjoy it. That last mission there was on easy or normal. I think it was on normal difficulty. This next mission is going to be on brutal, and I would like to play the Avengers game on brutal difficulty. What I would like to do also is make sure that I can level up my Iron Man and my characters really well so that they're actually quite powerful when I actually take them on missions. Right now I'm quite underpowered, but I only had a certain amount of time to actually play this game, so I put my best foot forward, and I hope you enjoy. So this Iron Man is power level 8, but level 7. He's got a few more upgrades in terms of his actual abilities, so let's see how we go. I'm curious to know what this combat's like. Let's do it.
Hill here. We found a facility where AIM is preparing to spin up another fake arc reactor. We all know how well that went last time. We have to put a stop to it. The arc reactor's nearby. Jarvis, are you picking up anything?
Locked on and ready, Commander Hill.
Good luck out there.
He keeps repeating that arm motion where he kind of like gestures outwards, but I expect a witty comment to follow. Sweet, and I'm trying to figure out how to actually do this leveling up thing. Minor artifacts, I just try and actually increase those and boost them up. Also, obviously I boost up my Iron Man as powerful as he possibly can be to do the best job we can. I stayed at that screen way too long, so I've just cut out little bits of it. Basically, I've upgraded my lasers so that I can actually use them in combat more. So now please enjoy some Avenging as Tony Stark. This is gonna be great. I feel like we're laying siege to somewhere.
We did it!
Head for the location on your HUD.
Just some generic combat so far, taking out some turrets, doing some damage. The real cool stuff happens when I actually get towards the buildings.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
Rolling out of the way actually feels so cool, and it's really useful to actually make sure that you're not being targeted by lasers and other things. They have this missile which follows you, it's a good way to dodge that as well. The elite team sounds like a hard force to beat. Let's give it our best shot. Take out some turrets, and then engage in combat with the guys on the ground. I have a feeling that I will Hulkbuster up as soon as I need to, because this is gonna be hard. That did nothing, it's just their shields. I used an entire laser attack and his shield only went down by half. That's the problem with these guys. The elite team has so much shield energy, it's hard to take them down. That superhero landing though, oh yeah.
Bustin' makes me feel good. That's a song. That's a song, everyone. Look it up.
That actually does make me want to see what that song is. I've got to Google it at some point now. Bustin' makes me feel good. That's a very Tony comment too. They got his lines down pat. That was very cool. Take them all out as the Hulkbuster! The only problem is that they still have their shields up.
One of their agents is down. Excellent. Another agent down. Don't look directly at the beam, kid!
Keep scoring.
And boom!
Kamala's kneeling down, that's not good.
The kid's down!
So I'm down, I'm gonna need a little bit of a revive. I'm definitely gonna die a bit and then be revived as this goes on, because this is brutal difficulty. Iron Man is not as leveled up as I'd like him, and in general, this is reasonably challenging. This is brutal difficulty. That's pretty cool.
Bye-bye.
Oh man, this hurts.
Out! Flanking position!
You're the best.
There I go again. Take two.
Got your back.
The team are no longer a threat. We'll need to take control of their system. Get me to the location on your HUD.
So that was actually quite a challenge. Brutal is actually up there with some of the harder games and the harder difficulties I've played, which is pretty good. This is a decent challenge. But also, I haven't been able to level up at all, so I'm kind of playing with a very weak character in comparison to what I'd like to be able to level up for.
Bypassing their security will take some time. Keep the area clear, but stay in range of the control point.
Holy smokes, there are a lot of you guys. Okay. Whew, here we go. Use my lasers to the best of my ability and take you all out.
need more time. Keep the area free of hostiles. I'm through the first firewall. I'm working as quickly as possible. Night, sweetheart. I'm almost done. Hang in there. Watch your eyes, everyone! Bustin' makes me feel good. That's a...
I'm gonna need to actually do that just so I can revive people. I feel like the only way to actually revive people in this game, realistically, with the weak Iron Man is as the Hulkbuster.
The big guy went down! I'm sleeping on the job. That did it. Nice work.
Woohoo! Success! Okay. I feel like I just want to see what this new gear is. See if there's anything that's better than what I have. Again, I'm not the most fascinated by the gear that I actually get in this game. Because it isn't an Infinity Stone, and sure it's upgrades, but it doesn't feel like it has personal significance to me. Other games, for example, Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, will give you gear which you feel so cool wearing. For example, if you wear any of the rings in the Third Age, you feel like you're wearing a Ring of Power, and that's dope. I also love what Lord of the Rings Shadow of War has done. That game is good. Up there with my favorite PlayStation games. Part 1 completed. Okay, now we just need to keep on going to the next part. Figuring out how to use my lasers. Oh cool, we're entering the next section.
I can infiltrate their security system.
Good for you, Jarvis. Okay, let's see how we go with this combat, guys. Let's take them all out. Best we can.
AIM's network is equipped with a multi-point authentication system. I need access to multiple terminals. The more the better. AIM will attempt to initiate a shutdown protocol if they gain access to the terminal. You cannot let them.
Okay, I will do my damnedest. Basically, I'm just going to let a little bit of this combat flow and let you guys see how I play as Iron Man on brutal difficulty. And try and hold the checkpoints and get to the areas and just see how we go. This is going to be great fun.
AIM is trying to remove me from their systems. Oh, is it getting hot in here? infiltration.
Why did you choose the wrong side?
The laser attacks in this are actually my favorite for close combat attacks. They're amazing, particularly attacking out multiple enemies, where you can try and get like zoom.
The shutdown protocol is progressive.
Surprise!
I'm inside AIM security system. That helps, thank you.
You're done!
Man, the Hulkbuster feels cool. Although he feels like he only has 1 or 2 attacks, and therefore you feel a little bit limited with him. But he feels very cool to play as, and I love the nostalgia factor for me with the Hulkbuster straight away. The other things I love is triangle attack, when he actually picks up somebody and slams them into the ground, in the same way he does with the Hulk in Avengers Age of Ultron. It's so cool.
Get up. Fight's not over. Thanks a lot.
AIM is trying to remove me from their system. I'm inside AIM security system.
Gotcha.
Thanks for having my back.
Hey
I've
guys,
reached AIM
not
security
doing so
network.
good.
I've marked our next destination on your HUD. There, up ahead. You made it.
Alright, cool, that section's done. That wasn't too hard. I really liked that combat, that was awesome, and the way that I was using the lasers to actually attack everybody's really, really fun, and you guys will enjoy that a whole bunch. Awesome gameplay, in terms of being as Iron Man, he is so good. I feel like there's one section left. What's coming up? Who do we have to face now? It's the final boss. Okay, we've progressed to the next part, guys. Let's do it. Gotta focus on some combat for just a minute, so you can see it without hearing me for just 2 seconds.
Gear close by.
Thank you. Here's some Thursday. Try the field. Heads up, we got company.
The reactor is powered by 4 energy junctions. Destroying them should destroy the reactor.
Oof. So there's a lot of bad guys here. This is going to be really interesting. Basically, what you want to do is you want to destroy all of these things, and then you win the match immediately. The only thing you need to do. Plus, I feel like I'm actually being swarmed by a lot of bad guys here. I wonder if brutal difficulty just has more bad guys. It feels like there's a lot attacking you in comparison to normal difficulty.
Energy junction destroyed.
Hey, where did this thing come from? Enemies engaged, y'all.
My trusty Hulkbuster can fly! Fly all the way up and then over there to the other side. We're going to take the others out as well. You shall all get your turn.
Everything's getting kind of gray.
Okay, cool. One down, another to go. Then we're just going to take out the rest. There's 2 more, I believe. We're getting through it. I feel like as long as you actually just focus on taking those out, you can do this reasonably well. But there are so many enemies attacking you that you will definitely die if you just focus on getting distracted and attacking all the enemies. At least, that's what I'm finding, but I'm still newer to my Iron Man. He's not that leveled up yet. Also, I'm definitely focused on taking out these containers, because if I take them out, I can win this match. I have a feeling that if I spend my time trying to revive somebody else that's possible, I will die, so I just gotta focus on this.
Big Green is out.
Last one. Once I take this, I win! Okay. We got you.
The arc reactor is powering down.
Hooray for you.
Woohoo! Mission complete! Alright! That was really cool fun. That was definitely challenging, and I'm really enjoying brutal difficulty and the challenge that it involves. Also, this is just really, really fun to play. Iron Man, again, is so good.
Thank you, Avengers. We'll continue monitoring AIM's facilities. Last thing we need is a highly unstable arc reactor in their hands.
Wicked! Okay, so my Iron Man is now power level 12 and level 9, so we're starting to level up a little bit more now. This is really, really good. Alright, I think I'll finish this video here. Thank you so much for coming to see some more of Gabe's Games today, and if you like this gaming content and would like to see me play through more of this, please like and subscribe, that'd be great. Next is going to be more Iron Man on brutal difficulty.